What's going on, guys? You already know it's your boy Smoke Raider. We're gonna do some what do we call this shit? A review. We're gonna do a review of chapter 706 of One Piece. I'm gonna laugh at you. So we open this shit up and we see Caribou and he's like with that old lady, and it says she's left with a single picture by her, and Caribou's like he looks like, what the fuck is this picture? And I'm sure it's the picture of, I don't know if it's his ancestor or maybe like his old, like a cousin of his or some shit like that. He's probably looking at the picture. She's probably standing with him, but it's not really him. So you know that whole thing's going on. So we don't know exactly what's going on with Caribou, what island's on. I'm thinking he's on Kaido, especially after what we saw last week. So the first page we see is Bartholomew. He's just walking, he's chilling, and he's like getting an introduction. He's like, and he's a bit tardy. He's also, but this guy's also from the B Block. He left his mark on the New World a year ago. He left his mark on Meteor. So I don't know if it's that giant, maybe it's that giant ball. Remember that, what was his name? Al Capone? Or the supernova Al Capone, when the ship flew up into like that big giant thing that was just floating there. It says he left his mark on Meteor when he came to the New World. So I wonder if maybe Meteor's like a town or some shit like that. It's not really explaining. It's explaining that he's done some crazy shit. It says cruel beyond imaginable, the crazy supernova. He's from the pirate skewering footage incident. Like what does that mean? Was he just like fucking taking people and like putting them on spikes and shit? And they call him the cannibal Bartholomew. And he's got like these huge teeth. He looks like a fucking vampire, son. So I'm trying to figure out, is Bartholomew like some sort of new, I don't know, like a new fucking, like a person, or maybe he ate like a devil fruit that makes him like a vampire devil fruit. That'd be some crazy shit if they have that. The whole crowd is like, fuck you, Bartholomew. You get out of Hassel, go to hell. You suck. And he's like, I'm gonna send all y'all straight to hell. Like just hating him. And he's like picking his nose. He's like, and he all of a sudden he takes this thing and just chucks it up in the air. And motherfuckers are like, oh shit, a bomb. People are running and screaming. They're like, oh, I'm rich. If you let me go, I'll pay you a lot of money. So just save me. And it like lands, and it's just a baseball or something. It's just a ball, and everyone, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, fuck you guys. And the rest of the people are like, oh, way to win over the crowd, you asshole. And he's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna fuck you guys up anyway. And now, this next page made me think about what I've talked about in a couple streams before, where I think everybody in this island is under Doflamingo's pace. And let me explain, because when your boy Bellamy comes out, and he's like, and they're all talking about him like the only one with nothing but devotion for our very king Doflamingo, the man who brought back a giant pillar of gold from another country and swore his allegiance to him. And all the people are like, oh, it's gotta be him. And like the chicks are like jizzing on themselves. And this is why I think they're all under a pace. Like, I think when shit goes down, when the Marines start coming, when everybody starts coming, I think the citizens are gonna like just start fighting like the Marines and shit. Like, they're gonna fight for Doflamingo. They're gonna fight for the Doflamingo family. I think this is like gonna be like an all-out war happening here in this fucking arc, man. It's gonna be crazy. So I start talking about, since Bellamy has became, you know, with Doflamingo, under Doflamingo's command, basically. Since then, every country that's ever spoken ill will against him, or being like, or like had like pirates fucking like hating the Doflamingo family, they've been mercilessly crushed. Like they say, they just wipe him out. Anybody who talks shit, we just fuck him up, son. Like I don't know, man. I'm telling you, they're all under this fool's pace. Doflamingo's got them all, and this goes back, and I know I'm getting off topic on the chapter, but I just wanted to talk about this. When Law was questioning, he was like, why is nobody like reacting? Why is nobody doing some shit? Like, why is nobody really thinking that about Doflamingo not being Shishibukai? Why are they not worried? And this is the reason. It's because they're all under this nigga's pace. They're all ready. If anything goes down, I'm telling you, fucking the whole family, or not the whole family, but the whole city, the whole country is gonna start fighting against the Straw Hats, the Marines, the other pirates. They're just gonna fight for the Doflamingo family. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see this shit, man. So we go back inside the Coliseum, and like there's a whole bunch of people that are just like broken arms, or like they're bleeding. This dude is like laid out on the ground. He just looks like his head's just bashed in. He's done. And the guys are like, oh, there's an infirmary over there. If you're capable of walking there, do it. If not, just lay on the ground. You're dead. And some people are like in a stretcher, and they're like, this guy's carrying him. He's like, hang in there, bro. It's over now. He's like, no, I'm gonna be killed by that monster. Like he's still freaking out ever since what Luffy called him the champion guy. It's Jesus Burgess fucked everybody up. And so as this is happening, Bellamy walks right behind Luffy, and he's like, hey, I don't have shitholes for eyes, you know. And Luffy's like, huh? What? Who is this motherfucker? Bellamy is behind Luffy, and Bellamy is towering over this dude, yo. Bellamy looks completely different. He looks taller, he looks hella stronger and shit, and he's got like this serious ass look on his face. Like he's not fucking around anymore. He's like, as much as you try to disguise yourself, you really think I forget the son of a bitch who ruined my reputation? And Luffy's like, who the fuck is this guy? You're the guy who beat that Diamond Head Marimo, right? And he's like, something Moro. And Bellamy's like, it's Bellamy, fool. And he's like, yeah, Bellamy, why are you here? And he's like, no reason in particular. It's not like I live at Jaya or anything. I could just do whatever the fuck I want. He starts telling a story. He's like, I've worshipped Doflamingo ever since I was a kid. I could care less about the fruit. You know, I want all the cheers from being victorious. And I need to work for Doflamingo. I have to work for him. There's nothing else in my life that I care about. I need to work for this man. And then he starts telling him that he starts telling Luffy that he visited Skypiea. And he's saying, I lost quite a few men there. But when I returned, I underwent a complete metamorphosis. So I don't know if like maybe he unlocked some sort of like hockey. I don't think he did something like that. I don't know if Bellamy. I don't want to see Bellamy going off in this fucking arc. I want to see him get bitch slapped. But the more he's talking and the more he's saying things to Luffy and like the more they're going on, it makes me seem that Bellamy is going to be a lot stronger than we actually all think he is. I don't want him to be a beast, yo. I don't want him just to come out there and start taking out pools. I'm sure he's not going to do that. That's some silly shit. I'm sure he can't take on Luffy at all still. But I think he's stronger than he's a lot stronger than he was before, obviously. So Luffy starts freaking out. He's like, Skypiea? He's like, what did you do to those Sky guys? And Bellamy like takes his glass. He's like, what indeed? And he's got like these crazy ass like hockey looking fucked up eyes. Doflamingo starts telling Luffy, he's like, even though I've told you all this shit, I have no ill will towards you, Straw Hat. In order to cross this giant wave that's about to engulf us all, I must make it onto Doflamingo's boat. And then he starts saying, I won't laugh at you anymore. And I'm sure he's talking about his dream, the One Piece and all that shit, because I think that's what Doflamingo wants too. And so he was laughing at that. He notices that he was wrong, you know. But there's something that I don't know if he's talking like a metaphorical wave. If he's like these giant waves, like strong people, like more and more Marines, more and more like a lot of strong people that are going to enter the world that we don't yet know about or we haven't even really conceived of yet. But he's saying that he needs to get past this giant wave. He needs to make it on Doflamingo's boat. So I don't man, it's crazy. I know, man. I don't know what is about to happen. Oda's dropping these little subtle hints in here, just telling me what's about to happen. But I can't decipher it yet, man. Fucking Oda, he's a genius. So Bellamy starts walking away from Straw Hat, and like and then he's still getting like his name is being called. And he's like, if this man were to emerge victorious from the tournament today, he will be promoted to an executive position on the executive staff in the Doflamingo family. And then that's like the best thing to win. Like fuck the fruit, motherfuckers are like, yeah, I want to be in the Doflamingo family. And they're like, Bellamy the hyena, and the motherfuckers are like, Bellamy. And I'm just like, fuck Bellamy. He's not gonna do anything. He's gonna get one-shotted. I don't know yet. Is he gonna get one-shotted? He's probably not. So they start going through like the C block, the D block, like showing who everybody's gonna fight. You know, we see Rebecca in the D block with the Prince. And we see a whole bunch of people in C block with Luffy. And then we jump back to the ring. And it's just like, if any of you fall from the ring, you lose. If you die on the ring, you still lose. The only one can remain standing. And then they hit that shit. Bow! And it begins. It's like, it just shows like 138 people just. And it's in this big ass fucking like circle. And they just start fighting. Everyone's just starts swinging. Like this dude starts swinging his fucking giant mace around is like knocking people the fuck out. And then Bellamy sitting there, and like this dude named Swordsman Ricky. I don't know who this guy is. He's got like this full mask on. He's a swordsman, I guess. I don't know if he's gonna be a beast. And then they just have like some random ass dudes, like this dude named Criminal Jeet, this Fishman, Warrior Hack, like a bunch of fucking bums. And then it just shows Bellamy. He's like, ah, and he gets his tongue out, you know, and he's all excited and shit. He's like, where to begin? And then motherfuckers are just getting smacked, like bow, bow. Just people are just getting smashed everywhere. And like this one dude who I forgot what his name was. He was like the king or like the boxing king. He's got like his men with him, and they're helping. Like they're all defending him, and he's just standing there with like his boxing gloves and shit, just waiting for people to come. And Bellamy and Bartholomew were like looking at each other like, what the fuck? Isn't this supposed to be like a battle royale? And it just ends. And I don't know. This chapter had some crazy shit. It made me think a couple different things about what can happen in the future. You know, Bellamy talking about these giant waves and shit kind of interested me. Maybe I don't know if they're actually going to be giant waves, or it's like a metaphor for like more and more strong people that are going to come and like wash away like Dressrosa, and Dressrosa's going to get destroyed and shit like that. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen anyway in Dressrosa, just because of all the strong people that are there. It's just, you know, Fujitora, Doflamingo, Law, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp. I mean, all those motherfuckers are just gonna tear shit up. Not maybe not Usopp as much, but it's just gonna go down. Anyways, guys, peace the fuck out. Smoke Raider. Anyways, guys, peace the fuck out. Bitches, blunts, anime, One Piece all day. Peace the fuck out, guys. Sub if you haven't subbed. Like the video if you like the video.